Oh my goodness. Hi everyone. Just getting myself equipped here. Hi there. Thank you for the hearts. Just coming on a little early here. You guys must have... Hey Megan, that was really good. I got you there watching you the whole time. It's so sweet. Thank you for the heart. Just give everyone a few minutes to hop on here. Got a little earlier. Super excited. I'm gonna go back in and check everyone video today. I've been in the classroom all day, but super excited to be here. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. That's the first time I see you live, so it's very exciting, Megan. Who else watching? Give me some hearts. And I guess the only time I can see someone down here is through your comment. So I'm very excited what I have, and you guys been probably healing left, right, and center all morning. So really exciting to send some people off to sleep now, I guess, in this part of the world that are waking up, whether you think you are. Great. So you're in for a treat. I got to watch three before I left for my full weekend seminar this weekend. So it's all got to do with marketing funnel and lots of fun stuff. Got to connect with people. Hi Olivia, nice to see you. Great. Just giving everyone a few more minutes to hop on. Thank you so much for the heart. Thank you, Gabriella. So yeah, so like my heart is racing. This is crazy, but I know there's something exciting that is coming, and sometimes I just leave it to the divine. And I know when it's racing, it's like, oh my gosh, you have so much stuff that needing to come out, to explore, to share with people, and I'm just super excited. And it's been a year since we did this, how we started the Abundance Flash Mob. Super excited. I was one of the first inaugural people that we were in the group. So Samantha has been wonderful. So for many of you that have not had a chance to know me or work with me, introduce myself again. I've been in healing for 20 years. For the last 3 years, I took a leap of faith and retired from nursing, and this is my full-time passion. I have helped so many entrepreneurs. It's with their relationship. Started out, of course, helping with their physical, and then it got to their emotionals. And people were attracted to me from the clear energy point of view that also helped them with the financial abundance as well. But when you look at the people, that perfect client or the wow client for me would be women entrepreneurs or couples that are looking to create a healthier relationship. Sometime in the coaching world or counseling world, they need two people to heal the relationship. For me, I guess I can really make a big difference for one person out of the couple to make a big shift in their relationship. So for the last few months, it was just amazing watching one relationship heal after another. I didn't realize there's 150 million couples, I guess, on this country are going through that phase of divorce right now. And gosh, if I can tap into 1% of those, how many lives can be saved? How many children could be helped? And how many heartbroken can be healed? So that's my mission. That's my tagline, heal the one person that chooses to heal, and that will shift their whole relationship. And tagging on to what Megan was saying, we are all here to trigger each other, and relationship is another one that we have been karmically attracted into this family that you are in, or your children, your partner, your husband, your girlfriend, your sisters. your mother or your father's. These are the relationship that you karmically, karmically connect. And people sometimes think, if they don't love me now, I have to find somebody to love me. And that's totally, it's just like, why am I, let's go back a little bit here, why I'm so passionate at what I'm doing, because this was exactly the same thing happened to me about 12 years ago. Not only my health was falling apart, I had an autoimmune disorder, I was in a lot of pain, just like giving birth 24/7, you can imagine that. But at the same time, my marriage was falling apart, and it was pretty hectic. Lucky for us, we have 2 bedrooms, so I was living in another world for 2 years. I made a decision to make that shift. I remember this very clearly. 13 years. I was at the altar right in front of my shaman, hoping in Australia, 13 hours away from home, here now in America. But I was hoping for a word of wisdom that, a comforting perhaps, or how I can just really heal this heart. But the next minute I heard, it just felt like a thunder strike through my heart. And he pointed back at me, Hui An, this is your fault. This is all your fault. I just sat there and I wept. I remember that day so clearly, and it kind of like, it was just like an awakening moment for me when I start to realize how much responsibility that I have to the relationship. So as I was open for the healing and doing what it takes, I have been sent down from guides, angel, people that come to my life and disappear. I have teachers, they come forth, right? They say when the students are ready, the teacher come. So that's the case with me. And I discovered something amazing that is not often talked about, which is called chronic reverse energy. What that is, we are just made up of a battery, just that's like big backup battery, that's like give us all the energy. That's what we are. But under a lot of stress, major stress is the main cause of it. It causes your energy to go backwards. So what happened is, I'm one of these, gurus. I'm a wellness expert and fanatic. I do everything right. I do all the nutrition. I do all the magnets. I do all the Reiki. But what happened when my energy is out, it's just like repel like an umbrella, like a shower down, but nothing kind of penetrate in. And until I figured out what this was, I was on a quest. And the techniques that I have came to really help me, it's just like turn my life around. Literally, someone turned the switch. Since then, I have practiced and used on so many people at remotely over the phone and questioning, wow, is this really worked? But obviously, what I get back is just a lot of relationship of change, whether it's to their money, their physical health, and their relationship to their partner shift totally because they shift from within. And lately I witnessed somebody, they're going through their 3rd marriage. They were just going throw in the towel and sign the paper because they can't handle anymore. But long story short, it was just beautiful. Kampakwe, I can never believe what happy, peaceful, harmonious marriage feel like until now. And that is just the biggest thing for me. So people don't think of the relationship much sometimes. It's one of the things that I'll deal with it because they're so busy with work or everything else. It's easy to see the fat body. Okay, I can get shape up and slim down. It's easy to focus on the numbers in your business. And sometimes with your own shit, you don't know what happened. You just like so used to have a constant argument and constant sleeping on the couch, you think it's normal, but it's not. And thinking that, yes, it is possible. I have people come to me and say, hey, Wei, I work with so many healers, so many coaches. What make you think you're so different? I say, well, look at my result, and, all you have to do is check it out and see for yourself. So all of you, what you can do right now is think of a relationship in your life right now that can do with some improvement, sometimes things we don't think about. Closure. I had someone come to me, Hui, I've heard you've done all this amazing thing. I have a sister, a stepsister, who's getting married and who's moving away, and I'm never able to communicate with her before. Can you help? Or can say, yeah, we can try. And miraculously, they're talking. She stated back to me, Hui, not only we are like sister, we're like best friend, because there's something, dialogues that open up. So when you think of people that are closest to you the most, are often the one that trigger you the most. Why? Think about that. Because they're the closest to you and you care for them so much. And sometimes everything that they do that seem to be triggering you and you don't know why. And a lot of that has had nothing to do with them. It had nothing to do with them at all. If we think everything else is someone else's problem, just imagine how many psychiatric ward they would be needing. I'm a nurse. That's my background. So you can imagine that. So the first thing that some of the teaching point I'd like to share with you today is start taking responsible for your own energy, your own happiness. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, no one can make you feel happy. And hell and heaven are really right here when you think of it. When you're in hell, it's like when you're anger and frustration and anxiety and fear, you lost it. You're not really back connecting with happening in the world, and you tend to react more. But happiness and nirvana and joy, that all it is like joy, being in peace at this moment, that's heaven. So if you are one of these people who are watching now, or someone that you know going through a hard time, you can think of them. Just send some loving and blessing, which is something I'm going to walk you through. You've probably been meditate out all morning, and so I want to, so those are some of the things, like, happiness that you can bring for yourself. And if there's something deep down, unless, I only tell people to walk away unless your life is critical or is in danger. I've been there myself. I've talked to many, many women who went through divorce and wish they didn't. I've talked to family attorneys that they wish they sent people to me. There's certain things that is not necessary for go to a certain route. So if that's something you think about, think twice. I can save you $26,000 of lawyer fees. And something to think about. That's the serious side of things. And even children. Children are another factors that can cause marital issues as well, because, just imagine you have a child that have ADHD or having issues that really taking a lot of time of the mom and the dad. And just imagine just all the energy is strained and drained from that. You drain as well. At the end of the day, you don't have time to connect anymore because you try to repair that all the time. So talking about energy, how much is affecting a household. So every time I do somebody, I always check the whole family out. So that's why they can call me a family expert, or I work with some of the top coaches on here and healers that really help restore their family. So then they can do what they do best, is healing. And sometimes as healers, we need somebody to see our shit better than we can, because we're so in it. That is easier. Like today, we were talking about funnels, and it's talking like we were talking about like what is my unique branding thing. And as I was sharing, and the people who picked out the most not necessary healers, this guy said, "That's Six Way. You can help, even though they take two people to tango. You made a statement. You can help with one person and restore that marriage, and that's a big difference." A lot of counselors out there, we need two people or they won't do it. And I can take the 10% of that people, obviously, that sometime the other person will deny and won't not go through to do anything to help. But if you see it and want to go forward and want some help, you can do it alone. It make a big difference when you start shifting your energy and start healing that part of yourself, because your energy will affect the children in your house, affect the husband, affects your pets. I've seen pets go haywire. I've seen pets that go crazy. And when I start working with the mom or the pop, and guess what? That cat, that dog to totally calm down. Remember, there are just as part of your family is all energy that is all affected. So we all, so how we are on here? Okay, so everyone just check in with your body right here. There's some magic to it. So every time I know when people are in my energy and their bodies start talking with me, because I read the body, I read their energy through their body. And I want you just to take a couple deep breaths right now and just really checking in with your body. What part of your body are talking to me right now? What emotion are you feeling at this moment? And sometimes it's really crazy as I'm talking and say, wait, and start feeling this and this. So those are some of the ways your body communicates. Because what happens is when we experience an emotions, and what happens that are not observing to us, anger, anxiety, or fear, when we don't deal with them, what happens is stored in our system. And then your poor husband or your poor sister or somebody happen to be in that circles. They're a perfect conduit just to reflect some of those emotions that you're feeling. And just become aware of some of the common patterns. Here's some clues, some of the common patterns in your life that you experience. Here's an example. For me, I never wonder why every time I see a cop, my heart just races. Even though I drive at the perfect limit, my heart would race. It took me a long time. And one day I realized that constant seeing of the cop's car, you call them cops, you call the policemen, and I had triggered something. When I was 10 years old, we were escaping Vietnam, and my mom was constantly quiet. You have to behave. If you open your mouth loud, the police gonna be around and put us in jail. Literally, yes, they put in jail when they caught us because we were escaping Vietnam. And that somehow, because keep repeating to keep us quiet, because we're only 10, so we chat. Because that fear of if you speak up, they can put us in jail. So that was a reason to see how much it's impacted me in that time, why I was so afraid of policemen or a high figure. So think of some time in your life of some of the triggers. Share with me some of the fun triggers. What trigger you most? Think of some most recent event. Just type them down here, and high low. Oh, I'm reading this now. So type them down here. I can see what are those some of the triggers. And then what are you feeling right now? You had so much healing today, and it's just incredible. Can't beat all these amazing people that's been on all morning. I'm so super excited. Think of somebody. Let's talk about some other blocks beside relational. Some of the, whether it's financial block, physical blocks, meaning you have a burden or pain in your body that's not going away, or certain symptoms that are keep repeating itself, patterns. Because those are also the clues to communicating with me through your emotion as well. Triggers being home alone make me think intruder will come in. Okay, so you have some fear of intruders. Oh, good. So, Gabrielle, so yeah, I can give you a little insight on that when that was about. Ooh. So, I'm feeling around the stomach area, and I'm feeling like anxiety for a 5-year-old of yourself at being 5. So I would just go back to that. Take some nice deep breath right now. I'm just going to clear that energy from you at this moment. So any other triggers? So that was from your 5-year-old Gabrielle that I just released, a feeling of anxiety. Yes. So my holiday time is coming up next week, and some fears around healthy boundaries. Okay, so fear about healthy boundaries. So let me check in with that. And a lot of this got to do with our childhood time that we experience this emotion. And remember, being a child, you will experience, and sometimes we don't know how to deal with it, and then it's stored in our system. So okay. Oh, wow. So, Megan, I felt such a tight throat on my throat just now, and the feeling of anger. I'm not able to express yourself at age 10. And I feel there's like so much shook me there. So that's what I'm feeling just around that situation at age 10. But let's go ahead and just release that right now. So yeah, and you're talking about boundaries, inability, so your throat chakra is also tighten up as well. So take some nice deep breath into that and release that right now and see how you go with that. Okay, so male dominance, control, oppression of hugs, of huge triggers for me, even from when I was little, as long as I can remember actually. Okay, so Tanana. So yeah, let's go ahead and release some of that emotion around that. So the emotion that's come up, Tanaya, is anxiety. And yeah. So this is from your 8-year-old self around anxiety. So take a nice deep cleansing breath. Ooh. Yes, release it, yes. Yay, good, awesome, awesome. Yes, spot on, Hui. Thank you, Angus. Okay, good. Just releasing that right now. Yeah. So one of the way that I am going to, any more question? Yeah, empower you. I know you've been doing so much healing. I was going to do some open your heart healing here. So yeah, so when you are angry, you're not really thinking straight, and then your mind take over, and then and sometimes anger, and you can't even express. So your heart is tightened up a little bit more, and sometimes that carries over ways that are able to be understood and communicating. So when we start feeling more love to ourselves, I'm checking on the time here, so I'm just trying to keep track of time. Feeling love for ourselves, start with that. Checking in with you right now. Checking in all with you about loving yourself. What sort of things that are feeling shaky when my dad's okay. Oh, okay. So yeah, so that was a male figure. Okay, so your son triggered me. Okay, Linda. Okay, so let me deal with that son there. So yeah, so that was your male figure. That trigger all that. Okay, so yeah, so some of these. Okay, so Tanya. Okay, good. Just releasing that, Tanya. I'm feeling that right now too. Just take a nice deep breath. Oh, you just remember to breathe. I'm going to show you a trick of breathing. And this is something that I was keeping up all my soft animal. I didn't have anyone here. So just notice your breathing, whether you're breathing shallow or deeply. And one way that to change and shift your breathing properly. I know as an adult we have to relearn how to breathe, because through stressful time we're kind of breathing up here, panting instead of breathing deep. I suggest all of you tonight, or you have a few minutes, what you do, you can lie down, and I would find a soft toy, put it on your abdomen, on your belly, put your hand on it, and I would breathe into it as you feel the rise and fall of the soft animal. That's how I get to teach the third graders to the 5th grade how to lie down still, to practice breathing through meditation. So I'm like kids, so I love fun stuff, ways to not to be serious and have fun at the same time. So that's one of the fun ways that you can do. Just get your favorite cuddly animal and put on your belly, and then breathe with it and see the rise and fall of that, and just practice breathing that. That'll help you just connect there. Cool. Okay, thank you. You're welcome, Tanya. So yeah, so Linda, your son was triggering you, okay? So what's that relationship all about? So I can get, okay. Oh. Sometimes I don't get to this phase so quickly with people, but I just got a flash, a little like a flash video playing right before my eyes, Linda, about your son's being triggered. And I see this old, almost like, must be like the 1800 kitchen, with the old kitchen with the urn. It reminds me when I go to the gold mine area, and I just see a husband and a wife in there, just like, you know, in the kitchen, just, you know, having this argument. So that's what I'm seeing. So this is obviously some lifetime ago you were a partner, husband and wife, for some reason there. So there's some trigger and some unfinished business there that I'm seeing. And anger was the emotions around that. So somehow you carry over to this lifetime to deal with that, Linda. So take a nice deep cleansing breath. Let's release that for the time that passed and unseen and forward, and just releasing that right now. Wow. Whoa. Yeah, that was so clearly coming through there. I feel shaky. Okay, so, oh, thank you. Sorry, let me see. I have a couple minutes left here. So I want to show you, yes, releasing that anger, yes, yes. And then you carry over from like 2 lifetimes ago. That was like, I'm thinking of the gold mine time. Wow. So that's when I see those urns. Yeah, so that you carry over. I need to be with my dad right now, but there is an issue with my brother. Okay. So I can check some emotions around that you're holding. Okay, so this is good. Let me release an emotion, and I'm going to walk you through like a few minutes of meditation, and then I feel we can do a little forgiveness meditation as well, because a lot of this relationship is not healing the past wound and past lifetime karmic as well. So Shay, I'm going to release an emotion around that for you right now, and then I'm feeling for forgiveness meditation, and we'll do that together, all of us. As we got a couple minutes, I'm going to try and leave me 2 minutes to do that. And so the emotion is blaming that's coming up. So around age 11, the emotion of blaming. So take a nice deep cleansing breath into that, Helen. Nope, sorry, that was Shay there. I'm just releasing that. Oh, okay. My son's cats might be dying. It's triggering me. Okay, so around death. So one last one on Helen here. So the emotion, thank you for some hearts, thank you. Yeah, I love those hearts, so give me those hearts. The emotion that's coming up is fear, around fear, Helen. And so I'm seeing that from your 15-year-old self around fear. So let's go ahead, take a nice deep breath. And thank you, Deborah. Woohoo! Yay! Okay. So I want to do a really quick, I do also have this in recordings. I will put down here later. I'm going to do a little quick forgiveness meditation that we can all quickly tune into if something that we're needing to forgive. And this should be doing something every single day, because every single day we either brush someone the wrong way, then cause them to feel angry and frustrated, or just you never know. So the forgiveness in 3 directions is so important, and you can start by finding a nice, comfortable place and really connecting with here right now in your heart, and even to bring forth, who do I need to forgive right now? And then just allowing that person to come forth. You can start the process with one person at a time even. And you can start like, thank you for my guides, my angels, all my ancestor to come and witness, to give me courage and strength to forgiveness this moment. And start with forgiving yourself. May I be forgiven for all the time that I've neglected me, abused me, abandoned myself, knowingly or unknowingly. Please forgive me. And then ask for forgiveness from those that you may have hurt, abused, abandoned, physically, emotionally, wrongfully, words. And ask for forgiveness. And please forgive me. And for those that you may have hurt yourself, knowingly, emotionally, even being our present, people jealous of our presence even, and that cause sometime a conflict for them because it make them feel bad in some way or another. So ask for forgiveness. And sometimes there's certain people that you felt so hard to forgive. And forgiving yourself, find it hard to forgive. But if you look much deeper, and if you can just forgive them, loving them as if they were Jesus or Mary in that nature, is much easier to forgive. Another tricky one is you can also see them as like a 3-year-old, so innocent. Then it's easier for you to forgive. Because holding on to anger, frustration, it's kind of like tear you up. It's just like a flesh that's been invaded by maggots, and and leaving there for long enough, there's kind of eating you away. So one way is just like forgiveness every single day. Just remember, just gently ask yourself, what can I do to forgive today? And then just bless that person that hurt you in any way after you forgive them. Because that is the only thing that free your heart and open that up and just really break that chain and let you live again. So think about that. And for those who want to find more about my work, my website is Polarity for Harmony, and I'm doing something special for all those that are watching here today. I'm rolling back the time, I guess, rolling back the price. So I'm offering 1 hour session for $147, so half of what I am offering. And take advantage of that. I'll put a link down here. And I have like my monthly healing that I do twice a month, group healing for those who budgets out and there's no way they could work with me. I do twice a month in the group. So, you can pay $9, $9.97 for a month of healing for the first month. So I'll put that link here. And I also will put the link here for forgiveness meditation, a longer version that you can download and you can listen to. And it's really connecting with your heart here as you are opening your heart, letting that heavy baggage go, and your heart will free up so much space. So without further ado, I would like to thank you so much for being on. And number 8 is awesome. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Thank you. So I would like to bring on the amazing Miss Takea Diamond, who is a transformational mindset life coach, speaker, trainer, who expertise in healing your inner world, resetting the mindset on wealth, health, and love for the liberated life. So tonight she will be sharing as part 2 to the last year Abundant Flash Mob Live, breaking up with a brokenism. So get ready for the high energy, bubbly personality, shine like a diamond. So Miss TK, so give it up for her. I appreciate all of you for showing up today, and thank you so much. Bye.